So we're rejoining Karuda back here as you successfully closed the rift and fled into the woods before the patrols and scouts could make it to your location. And also, but not before seeing the dreadful image of your flying ship crash down and burn from the dragons assaulting it on its approach towards your location. Luckily, you guys recall that you guys can summon him every evening from the stars. So by nightfall again, you guys should be able to get your ship back. And you decide to take a short rest and proceed back to the camp, the stronghold of the Ashi here on the island, while they have emptied out per Argo's information he shared. You don't know how much time you have left before the trolls give up on their search to see where the radiant sunlight was coming from in the middle of the woods. And you do know that there are dragons that kind of, shortchange that travel time. So, but for the moment, there's not a dragon in sight, and you guys are alone, scouting out the fortifications, which seems to be manned, which is a simple skeleton crew at this time. Salim was did some roguery and climbed the wall and was invisible and was able to get a clear sight of all what's going on inside the fortifications, communicating what he saw, that there is a Saiyan warrior dressed and looking like some of the others that you've met, bound and tied and getting tortured. You guys had a few plans up your sleeves, such as taking out the guard posts quietly and carefully. But feel free to go ahead and update each other on what you guys are thinking and strategies, and let me know what you guys would like to do.
I think it's as good as any that we try and go in sneaky, and I think Callie and Skybor, they might be able to go over to the other side. I don't know. I think with Salim's help, they'd be able to take out the guards.
Still dim light, except for obviously where the exact tower, like those right where those guards are, because of the spotlights that they're meaning. But you do have some cover of the morning sky just kind of breaking here. Salim, what would you, Callie and Skyward, like to do?
Is there a way to, call your shot, if I remember correctly?
Not in 5e, traditionally. No. Now, that being said, when we're in non-combat scenarios, or it's kind of a, don't let that, just because there's not a rule set, don't let that limit your creativity. It's not traditional combat at the moment, so we can be a little bit more creative. Unless it's just horribly broken. And I think the reason there's not a mechanic for that is that I think the fighter class has mechanics that specifically lets it do stuff like that. But I could be mistaken. But what were you thinking?
I was thinking of shooting this guy, like in the spine or in the neck or something. Because, I've always thought it's weird. If this guy has 100 hit points, I shoot him, do 30 hit points of damage.
Sure.
Then he's going to be able to react and stuff. Where in real life, you can shoot somebody and take them out in one shot. I was trying to figure a way to take him out in one shot.
I don't want to say I fudged the numbers, but typically when you're not in an immediate threat of battle, and I feel like this kind of setting is not to suggest an all-out fight. I think there's creative ways that maybe if you guys surprise and you try to take these out stealthily one by one, there's going to be things to your advantage in the background that will make sense. So no, you might not be able to kill them in one shot, but it shouldn't, if you're not engaging the entire group at once and you're trying to jump the guy all at one time, like 2 or 3 people. I think it's possible. That being said, I would entertain the idea of a, lethal blow, but it will definitely be counted for in their AC with a quite considerable increase if you're trying to
'Cause
pinpoint something.
I'm also still invisible. I could sneak up on him.
Absolutely.
and
That's exactly what I'm
slit
saying.
his-
Like,
Slit his
exactly.
throat.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, I slit his throat. Well, he has 98 more hit points. Like, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
could totally agree with you there. But, like, if you're in the middle of, like, traditional combat, then I wouldn't let you call your shots like that. But, yeah, I totally see what you're saying.
All right. So what are the other two doing? Callie and Skyborn.
So, I know they were talking about, like, waiting for the gates, like thinking about storming the gates once you guys gave the all clear. That was one thing you
Okay.
guys discussed. But without them being here, you're welcome to kind of coordinate your half of the side of the field, since you're going that way and Cronus and Lorna are going the other way. So you could bring backup, or you could let them stay near the gate so that once all of the watches are clear and you make your next move decision, you guys can have them kind of storm through.
Yeah, that's probably the best. Have them by the southern gate.
Yeah, there's you guys. It's up to your creativity. I mean, you could even have them like stay outside until the ruse is up and you guys have been found out. If you guys want to try to do even more, so
One of the things I'm trying to say is, like, I know, what is it? Warlocks can look through a creature.
you mean look through the creature?
Skyboard could, I think. I know that there's spells that will allow you to look through a creature.
What do you mean look through a creature?
Like,
Like-
See through their eyes.
like when he had, yeah. I
When
didn't
he
know
had
if the
that.
druids had anything like that.
He might, but he's not a full druid and not a full ranger.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to look
But
at his spell sheet.
it's a low spell. So with a find familiar spell, you can. He does have
But I
that
think-
prepared.
That is just for your familiar.
Yes. But it's still the same thing. He could summon his familiar and then look through his eyes.
Does he have that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Has he ever used that before?
Nope.
I don't know, but he might be about to.
That's
Surprise! Well, I mean, also consider Salim is there. Salim can describe things. You can ask him of things.
Right. I have the earring. Right.
Yeah. Salim and Cronus have the earrings.
Okay, so Skybor would pretty much ask roughly how large the fort is and how far it is to the center.
and I Slimu will give enough details for him to kind of use the map. What I've revealed to you also, Skybar would have that, rough estimates of that information.
And then making sure I don't need to be able to see this area.
Oh. Are you doing what I think you're doing?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay.
Skybor's a wild card this session.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
So, if I cast a spell
Mhm.
and it fails, is
lose
the target
invisibility.
aware that I cast a spell on them?
It depends on.
It's not an
spell.
attack spell. It's a enchantment.
What spell are you thinking? Because some of them have verbiage in there that says the enemy is aware that you've used a spell.
Oh, excuse me.
Like friends, I think, for example, the enemy
Mhm.
will realize you've charmed it at the end of the spell's duration.
This does not say. I will put it in the chat. Did it show up? There it is.
I mean, there's a verbal component. So depending on how close you are, yes. In my opinion.
Well, if I whisper it, I'm 100 feet. It's got a range
Well,
of
yeah,
120
again,
feet.
Yeah, if you're 100 feet away, that I don't know.
He's
Yeah,
not
I'm
gonna
gonna
hear me.
say these are kind of like attack spells still. Like you're trying to get in its mind, and I feel like it will, because it has to make a resistant. It has to make a reaction to prevent the spell from taking hold. So it would know something is up because it has to try to make a save from it. If
Okay.
it just like went into effect, maybe not. But I understand that's not really how spell saves. So I would say that would be something that they would be aware of if they, maybe not immediately like what just happened, but they definitely know something targeted them, and something is at play, so it might raise their alertness.
Okay.
They might not know specifically. I failed the enemy's abound spell. So,
So before Cronus and Lorna head away, Gybor would touch Lorna on the shoulder and cast freedom of movement on her.
Ooh.
okay.
Thank ya. I can't see the thing. Sure. Getting great. A
Do-
racing flag.
Do what?
Just a symbol to know that I have it. She's going to, Lorna in turn is going to pat him on the shoulder and give him 10 hit points for 7.
Okay.
So when they're all ready, and they let me know through the earring that they're all ready, I'm going to move up to this guard and try to cut his throat silently, assassinating.
Okay.
But I'm going to wait until they're all ready, and I'm invisible.
Gotcha. So I'll let Cronus and them act first then, just because
Yep.
I'll take that as their triggering event. Does Callie and Skybor want to move at all anywhere? Just in preparation for
They were
Yes,
any possible.
Gybor is going to wait. That is a gate right there, yes? Or is it the gate down here?
Yeah, the
It's
gates
north
are
and south.
Okay.
north and south. Yeah.
Yep, nope. He's going to, literally wait up against the door.
Okay.
Same. Kelly will. Yeah. Wait there with him.
Okay.
I don't think she has. Nope, that's it.
I'm just gonna mark these bomb stockpiles as well, real quick for you guys. Here.
Ooh, she is going to cast a Shield of Faith on Skybor. That is concentration up to 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead and update their spell sheets. I'm not sure exactly how they're tracking in those, but you got that.
Yep.
Yeah. How the hell do you change that?
What?
I'm
Is-
going to forget that it's +2.
You can, I believe.
It's okay. We can. We should be able to remember as a group to say, "Hey, what's your magic number?" And then to say, "Is that with your +2 AC?"
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yep. Or just put like
We're
a
not-
shield on him.
We're not mathematicians, but I think we can handle a +2.
I know, but just remembering that it's theirs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then Skybor is also going to prepare a spell for when he hears commotion on the other side.
Okay.
Like when he can hear the actions being taken inside, they're trying to figure out what's going on, then he will cast the spell.
Okay. And just so I know what you're doing exactly, so you're trying to go up there, Cronus, grab him by the collar or whatever, and pull him, then throw him over the edge.
Or
Just yank him down towards Lorna.
Or Lorna, as they're like approaching, is like, why don't I just fly up in front of the light and you attack him from behind as I attack him from the front? Because you can bamf behind him, because it's dim light.
Because we'd be on top of the wall fighting.
And?
Yeah, and it's not dim light there because that's where the torch towers, the lights are shining. So there's like a fire that's shining through a
True.
focus lens and stuff.
True. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I
toss
feel
him
like if
over.
we're on this side of the wall, less
Cool.
chance of getting caught.
Sounds good. Alrighty. I will
Alright.
prepare my sword to swing at anything that falls down. Except
Okay.
for Cronus.
Cronus, go ahead and if you guys are ready,
Yep.
go ahead and give me an athletics or acrobatics check just with advantage to try to run up the wall, grab them, and hurl them over the wall.
That scared me for a second. I was looking at Skyboard. I was like, why is my stuff so low?
Nice.
Okay. So, Cronus, you scale the wall, just run up the wall with, very little trouble, and as the guard is kind of looking around in various directions, trying to look to the tree line and look to the sky to see if there's anything or anyone he notices. He starts to train his eye on the tree line, and you just grab him during that focus by the collar, yanking him and throwing him over the wall. He takes some damage on the fall down, and he is kind of grabbing his back and the back of his head as he lays there on the ground before you, Lorna. I imagine you jump back down, Cronus, to try to finish him off with Lorna.
Yep.
Go ahead, both of you go ahead and roll your attacks with advantage.
Already? Are you kidding me?
It's fine. There's dust in your eyes from when he landed. Do it again.
You
Wh-
almost stab Cronus.
I mean,
You got
yeah.
more than one attack. Go ahead. You too, Cronus, if you can make your attack roll.
I can do my 2 attacks.
Yeah. Like you get your full set. It's
Oh,
all happens
fuck's sake.
immediately. Let's see here. Okay. All right. With that, I will say between him falling over the wall, hitting his back, getting the wind knocked out of him, knocking his head, and Cronus kind of hitting with a few blows super quickly after that all happening, he is knocked out. He's not dead, but he is knocked out cold.
Good enough for me.
So Salim, you would have probably been heard, or not heard that, but I'm sure Cronus, were you kind of letting him, giving him the 3, 2, 1 go count? I guess.
Yeah, it would have been.
So, go ahead, just make an attack roll, Salim, just to make sure that you are effective in trying to hit him. With
Is
your
this with advantage? Since I'm
Yeah,
invisible?
yep. So you have to kind of step up on some of the structures around him to reach his neck. But being invisible and the stealthy little creature you are, you do so, and he's just kind of, again, same thing, looking at the tree line, and then there's just a spray of red blood that goes across the focus lens torchlight, and he falls to the ground as a sack of potatoes. You are no longer invisible at this point.
And I drop to the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a quick stealth check there. Okay. So immediately after spilling his blood and becoming visible again, you drop to the floor and try to hide amongst the structures you just climbed to reach the guard's throat. He did fall down with a little bit of a thud, but with you as you turn to kind of look towards the center of the fortifications, it seems that no one is immediately stirring at this time. How would you guys like to proceed?
And then I whisper, "Done," to the earring. So Cronus knows I'm done.
Okay.
So away from the towers, it is like dim and dark light.
It's still kind of dim twilight hour in the middle of the yeah. There's some
Okay.
torches around the place, but for the most part it's dim light.
All right. Yeah. So Lorna, I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
run up over the wall and open the gate.
Alrighty. Lorna's gonna fly with you.
I was gonna be invisible.
Lorna will not fly with you. No, she'll run back here and wait with these three.
Okay.
Yep. I will move away from all the light sources
Okay.
and go invisible.
Okay, you do so.
And I will cast Disguise Self. Make myself look like the guard. And climb back up on the tower.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought when you said drop down, I thought you meant like just drop to the floor around the structures. You meant drop to the other side of the wall.
The floor's fine.
Oh, okay. That's fine. All right. So you're dressed in these purple and black and red accents and attire to look like the guard that you just fell on the other tower. 1 second, guys. Okay. You're disguised. Cronus, you turn invisible in the dim light and you make your way over to the gate to unlock it and open it. What would you guys like to do next?
I look around and shine the light around out into the trees. You know, I look like I'm a guard on watch.
Okay.
While still keeping an eye on the gate to see when they make their move.
Sure. I'll leave it to you, Lorna, to decide when you, Kelly, and Skywar open the gate, or are you guys
We're waiting till we hear it unlock.
You've heard it unlock. You disbarred it. It's very...
And with that being said, Lorna will go into a frenzied rage. Because she can.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong character sheet. Yeah, fuck it. Frenzy rage.
Seeing Lorna go into a frenzy rage would also trigger Skybore's commotion.
Yep. And Lorna's gonna burst through and just dash to the first person that she sees.
Okay. So at this point, we're going to initiative order.
Yes.
So would Skybore's spell get cast before the initiative starts, or
No, this will go just normal initiative at this point. But you guys do get a surprise round, so yes, he'll get to act before any of the enemies out of there get to act. You guys have effectively stealthed your way, took out the guards. It's kind of like a surprise. Boom! The gates get kicked in, and you guys are charging in. So they're going to be taken aback a little bit here with no forewarning. Let me roll the initiatives.
Ready. Kelly. Okay.
Okay. All right. If you guys like, because you guys are all moving in the same initiative, you guys can swap whoever goes first. So, Celine and Cronus, if you guys wanted to wait till Skybor or Callie or Lorna did something, you guys are welcome to switch initiative.
I mean, Skybor surprisingly gets to go first, so that works.
After you and Celine. Yes.
Do what?
Skybor's after you and Celine?
No.
Okay, you can let him go before you because you guys there's no enemies acting for you. Is that okay?
I mean,
Celine to let Skybor fire his off?
Yeah. He's got an 18.18.
yeah, Skybor has the highest.
Celine had a 24.2 and you have a 22.
I have a 16.2.
It didn't clear. There was nothing on there. It didn't clear it out. Okay, I see where.
Mine shows normal. That's why I was
Mine shows
getting
normal.
confused here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. I think that's right. I think there's some startness. Okay. Lorna, I have two Lornas. Lorna, what was your initiative? 17.
Correct.
Callie's was
13.1.
I'm sorry, Cronus, you said yours was
8.2.
Okay. I think it looks good now. So, alright, that makes sense why you guys were so confused. And so was I. Okay, what does Skyward wish to do?
He's going to cast plant growth in the middle of the fort.
Okay. You mind sharing that again? I think it's just the area of difficult terrain, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay. Does it do anything else? Like some of them actually do grappling and restraining, or some damage when you travel through it. Does trying to find the AOE piece real quick while you don't mind bringing it. It's a 100-foot radius, right?
Yes.
These have not been well, so let me see quick. Oh, okay. That one.
Yeah, it's actually pretty close. That's why I was like, this is going to work out perfect.
Okay, there you go. And plant life starts to grow and push over some of the very crude structures, like some of the tents get kind of toppled over with all the vines and plants that kind of start rapidly growing from the earth. Some of the benches where you see some of the tools and weapons where they work on them and sharpen and get them ready for battle or for their next missions kind of gets knocked over. You'll see that one station where you saw one of the Ashi standing over here initially, Salim, his table gets knocked over and all these flasks and vials and different things he was working on kind of shatter on the ground. And kind of start making this weird, they kind of have a little bit of a particle light effect kind of flashing from it, and it just makes this kind of odious cloud visible cloud to kind of hover over it as the different concoctions blend together and get ruined. Okay, what else would Skybor like to do, or is that his action?
That is his action. Also, okay. Normal difficult terrain is just half movement speed, right?
Correct.
This one looks like it's quarter movement speed. 4 feet of movement for every foot. Or am I not reading that right?
Yes. Yes, so within
yeah. So like if you have 30 feet, then you can only move
7.5.
So you can also say you can move 2 blocks essentially.
Yeah.
It also says you can exclude areas of any size. So like the area in front of you could exclude.
Yeah, right. So if we wanted to exclude like a single pathway up, we could. But we don't necessarily need to because
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Oh, you guys have
ways of doing
super
things.
movement or something, don't you?
Well, I casted freedom movement on
Yeah.
Lorna,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
she's not affected by difficult terrain, and then I can fly. So
Okay.
yeah, and Kelly has her wings for a minute if need be. If things get dicey, like she'll stay back as for now.
Did she use that last fight, or is it one? Per
Well, she took a
day?
bean, so it restores all properties for the day.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Skybor would then move in. What is his movement? Ugh. Okay. Yeah. So he would kind of just get to there and start looking for a ladder to get up onto the wall.
Okay. He doesn't have to look too hard. He starts scaling and use the rest of his movement then. Climb up that ladder, so you're technically not on the plant growth at that point. So he's got, I assume, 30 feet of movement, so you can go move him 20 more feet.
Oh, not what I was wanting. Okay, I can't grab Skybor's token. It's underneath the circle.
Yeah, let me put that on the player. There we go. Right.
Yeah, so he would kind of get right there on the edge of the wall, looking down,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and call it around for him because I have no idea what his bonus actions are. So
Okay. Lorna, what would you like to do?
Lorna is going to, let me just double check freedom of movement. I think it's just difficult terrain. There's no extra speed.
Okay.
So yeah, she's going to run and dash up to this dude,
Okay.
I think. And then with her frenzy rage, if you do so for the duration of rage, you may make a single melee weapon attack as bonus action. She's gonna bonus action attack this dude. Reckless Great Weapon Master. 18?
Let's see. That is a miss.
18? Fuck yeah. Okay. Fun. I like it. That will be her turn.
Let me see. Do you get all your attacks on a surprise round, or is it just one attack?
Yes, but I dashed. So that was my action.
So if you use your action, you can't make an attack because that's also an action.
But I did a bonus action attack with my frenzy rage.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
All right. All right. Salim, what would you like to do? You see the red-headed barbarian storm into the center and pick out the biggest guy there.
Yeah, as always.
Oh yeah.
I'm up here on the wall. Do the plants reach up there? Or do I have normal
I
movement?
believe plant life only grows in natural terrain, so you're up in a structure, so you're okay at the moment, up on the wall and stuff.
Okay. So I will shoot. So is this guy considered next to an enemy?
He
Even though
is bound and not really a plausible ally.
Okay.
to take
So
from.
then I will shoot at this guy.
Sure. Yeah, if he wasn't bound and near, just getting done untortured, I think he would be a little bit more of a distraction, give you that benefit. But go for it. Go ahead and shoot the guy that
Is that advantage?
Yep. All these are at advantage because you guys are in a surprise round. That's going to hit 29. Go ahead and roll your damage.
$48.
All right.
And then I will yell, they're coming over the east wall, the west wall. They're coming over the west wall.
Okay.
Which would be here, correct? That's west?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Brings us to Callie Storm. What would Callie like to do?
Callie is going to cast. Let me just see. That's melee weapon attack. I think to keep things simple for now, we're going to cast a Toll the Dead. Because it's my favorite spell. We're gonna cast it on this person right here. Is he missing any hit points?
This guy?
No, the front and center.
No, they have not gotten hit by anyone yet.
Okay. Where? Oh, these are not in alphabetical order. What order are these even in?
Favorites.
Yup. Apparently. Can I get a wisdom save?
Yes, you may. You're attacking the one you're attacking, or this little guy right here? I'm sorry.
The guy in front.
Not the one you're fighting.
No.
So save 12. So he will take.
Perfect. 22
Is that
points.
radiant damage? We're told the dead.
It is necrotic.
Why is there divine strike applied to?
There
It's
should
okay.
be
It's
because yeah.
unless
not
it's
that.
part of. Is that part of her aura thing? Or- I'm not sure how divine strike. Be.
I don't know. We'll leave it off and I'll look through her page.
Yeah, that's a weapon attack. So every time you attack a creature with a weapon, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 48 of the same type dealt by the weapon. Cause attack to deal an extra 1d8 damage of the same type dealt by the weapon.
Yeah.
So it doesn't actually say it's radiant though. It just says that it does.
Well, Toll the Dead. I'm not
Right,
doing Divine Strike. I didn't mean to have that on.
Sure. Okay, so 12. Oh, I'm sorry, 9, 21. 21 points of damage. Okay.
And she will scoot in 5, 10. Or no, she can only go 2 squares in-ish. She'll just scoot in there, slowly make her way through.
Okay. Cronus, what would you like to do?
I would. So I am going to fly 30 feet.
Okay.
And then I'll change my weapons into my size, and I will throw the one at the guy fighting Lorna.
Okay, got it.
So 22.
Okay, 22. That's a hit, yep, for 9 points of damage.
Yep. And then for my bonus action, I will teleport to it.
Okay.
And then I will attempt to stab him.
Okay, with the other side.
19.
All right. 19 is going to miss. It's much more heavily armored than the other ones you've fought in the past. Anything else?
No.
All right, that brings us to the top with Skybor kicking us off again. What would Skybor like to do?
So what's his range on this? Okay. So he is going to use Planar Warrior.
Okay.
Oh, that's within 30 feet. Hold on.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Nope. Okay, guess not. Let's see. Sorry, it's taking a while. I'm trying to.
No, you're your normal character.
Figure it out.
I get it. It doesn't make it easier. That's multi-class, so it's kind of like, okay, what can this ranger druid do?
Okay, so he will go ahead and he gets 2 attacks. Actually, he's going to go ahead and yeah, no, he'll just attack twice on the wall for right now. He'll attack at this guy.
Okay.
That's weird. Okay. 22.
22 hits? Or the little guy or the big guy that you and Lauren?
Little guy.
Okay. Yep, that hits.
And then
Or 10 points.
he would add the cosmic damage to that one
Okay.
for 8 more.
All right.
And then his second attack would be another one at the same guy. For 21.
21. That is a hit.
Or none more.
All right. 9 more. All right. All right.
And then he would move 30 feet around the wall.
Okay, go for it. Anything else with this turn?
No.
Okay. I did forget that this guy has the one that you guys ran up to, the right the elite guy, he has this ability to attack any creatures that move into range of him, but he only can do it once. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack you, Lorna, since you were the first one that run up to him.
Alrighty.
13's gonna miss though, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Was that an advantage?
Uh,
I recklessed.
Did you want to reckless considering you have advantage in your surprise round?
I would not.
Okay. So that brings us to the other guy. What is he gonna do? Kyle looks panicked. The big guy's still there for right now. He is going to pull out one of those familiar bags of powder that you've seen these guys use against you in the past. And he is going to throw a powder at your feet. So I will need, let me see this real quick. I'll need a Constitution saving throw as he throws this bag of powder from you, Cronus, and Lorna as he throws it at your feet. And you see this blue kind of powdery smoke, explode up in that little region.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Lorna, you're not rolling well tonight.
I'm not.
Any chance the guy in between us would have to save for that?
No, these guys have built up resistances to training with these paralytics and poisons and powders before. But go ahead. Do you want to use a fate token, Lorna? Or are you going to take that as current?
Nope, we only have 3 left.
Okay. So you immediately start to become sleepy and you fall asleep on the ground. All right. Let me double check for a moment.
I'm just trying to see if there's like anything that I have that negates that.
That's going to skip you, Lorna. You do get to wake up if you take damage, or if another creature uses its action to shake you awake.
Fun.
Salim. Oh, you know what? He's gonna move too. What's his movement speed? I don't think it's amazing. 45, so he'll get at least 3 blocks. I'll just say 3 blocks for simple math. Actually going to move away from you guys. And it looks like he's kind of heading for this dwelling here. Salim, what would you like to do? Oh wait, I'm sorry. I only did one. There's 2 of them there. I have to do something with the guy. He's also going to run towards that dwelling. Looking back at you, Cronus. Far away. You're a little too far from him to throw this. Let's see how far. Just kind of inside the bubble. Okay. You're gonna see him pull out one of those metal-like ball spheres with a wick out of it, and you see him light it, and he throws it in your direction. I'll need. I think you immediately failed dex saving throws, right, Lorna, when you're asleep. So this will be
let me double check. I'm pretty sure I do, but just
when you're sleeping, you can't really fall on. So I'll need a dex saving throw from you, Cronus.
Yes. Do you have danger sense yet?
Yes.
Advantage.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought I had advantage.
Yep.
But not much help.
Ah, goddamn.
Okay. So the bomb kind of rolls. It's kind of shooting out the sparks. It rolls between you and Lorna and his ally, which he kind of looks surprised at it, seeing it right by his feet, and it explodes right by you guys. Let me go ahead and roll damage real quick.
Yep.
Lorna, this will wake you up though.
Yay.
So all 3 of you will take 10 points of fire damage.
5 for evasion.
Okay. That's gonna end those guys' turn. Salim, what would you like to do?
I am going to shoot my bow at this guy,
This guy? Okay.
and I have +1 arrows. I'm going to use one of those. So whatever I roll, I just add 1 to it.
I'm sorry. You just do what? I'm sorry. You said.
I have a short bow. I'm going to
Yeah.
shoot at him with the short bow. But then I have a bunch of +1 arrows. I'm going to use one of those. I haven't been using them.
Yes, I think it's to attack rolls and damage.
Right, so I just roll my normal
Yeah.
attack roll, and then I'll just add 1 to it.
Yeah, that's fine.
And am I at advantage since I'm they're bracketed? Or no, that's not for ranged, correct?
You don't get an advantage because I don't think you stealthed after your last attack.
Correct. Correct.
But you do still get your sneak attack because they're within proximity of your. So yeah, this is a straight roll.
But I thought I got advantage. I keep forgetting when you bracket on the opposite side of a target, but that's not for ranged attack. That's only for melee, correct?
Correct. Yeah,
All right. So I got a 24.
that's a hit.
So that's a 25.
Okay, go ahead. Roll damage for
33, 45, and then +1 for the arrow, so it's 46. And then I will sneak,
Okay.
hide.
Go ahead. Roll stealth.
13.
All right.
That's it. Get rid of one arrow.
Oh, jeez. 2 is not going to help. Let me just roll the perception for these guys because they are running your way. Well, good news, Lorna. I'm not rolling much better than you tonight, so no one sees that. So he's going to bring on this guy since he didn't see it. He's also going to get to, and you see him reach in there and he pulls out what seems to be like crude horn of some sort, grabs it and he puts it to his lips, and you hear him just blow into it as hard as he can, and it lets out this really loud horn noise.
Should have cast silence.
All in for reinforcement. That will use his action. Do so though, and that brings us to Cali Storm.
Okie dokie. She is going to. I think she needs to. She is what I think she is. Yeah, she is. Okay. She is going to bamf out her wings, because I believe that is the Radiant Soul. Okay, cool. So she is going to move her 30 feet closer.
She's flying, you said?
Yes, I will put the little wings on her so we know that she's flying for next session. Boop. And she is going to cast a... Oh, shit, there's so many spells. Oh my god. Bonus action, she's going to cast a spiritual weapon, which I'm just going to use... I have a token image somewhere.
I think there's a token in the followers section.
Sure. Followers. If there is, I do not have access to it.
Shoot, I don't see it. You can just use any token you wish. We had one.
It's not working. So, okay. I'll just use the group token.
Sure.
If it would size properly, that would be great.
You summon a dagger.
Yay! Perfect. But she is going to put that there. Let me just double check. Distance 60 feet. Oh, just that range, but I can just move it one closer. And then it's going to attack that dude. We're going to remove the spell. Go back to here. Find spiritual weapon. 26.
26 hit.
Okay. 11 force damage.
All right.
And then as her action... Or was that... Oh!
I think
Actually-
spiritual weapon is a bonus action.
Yes, but I realized her wings are a bonus action, so I could not cast that, so it can have its hit points back.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So for now, she's just going to cast a Sacred Flame on the dude in the back, because I believe that the distance is 60 feet. She's just not within, so she'll cast it on this dude.
This one? Or
This one.
okay.
Sacred Flame. Dexterity save, please.
Dexterity save. Okay.
Yep. And I think that is it.
All right. Dexterity saving throw. I'm sorry. He got a 22.
Oh, then it's no damage.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Brings us to Cronus. Cronus, what would you like to do?
Yeah, so I will. Yeah, I'll just go ahead. My weapon will switch into its polearm again, and I will go ahead and attack that guy.
Okay.
Lorna and myself.
That's a hit for 17 damage.
And then cosmic damage on that one.
Okay. For another 15. He's very bloodied at this point.
And then I will go ahead and do another one
Okay.
for 20.
After that hit for 19 more points of damage. All right.
And then I want to save key points because of hearing the horn.
Okay.
I will just do a single unarmed attack for my bonus action
Okay, go for it.
for 27.
Another 11. As you beat the guy dead between two long can't leave him. Okay. Anything else, or would you like to move?
I will fly myself to there.
Okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
All right. That brings us to the rider. Rider is going. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. That brings us to Skybor. What would Skybor like to do?
Yeah, so he will move another 30 feet along the wall. Then okay, now he can use Planar Warrior.
Okay.
Which I've heard him say what it does, but I don't actually remember what it does.
I think it adds this a bonus die to it for damage. I think he can also declare the type of... I'd have to look at the spell.
Can choose one creature you see within. Oh shit, it's 30 feet, not 60. Son of a bitch. Alright, never mind. Yeah, nope. He's just gonna. He'll just longbow this guy. This guy up here twice.
I'm sorry, which one did you ping?
The one up top.
Okay, go for it.
So 17.
17 hits.
And then the cosmic on it
Okay.
for 9 more.
That's another hit.
For 7 more.
Right. He looks like he's in pain. He actually drops the horn that he was just blowing into out of the shots that kind of pierced through him. And he turns around. He's clearly not as armored or stout as some of his other allies. Anything else would you like to do with Skyborn?
No.
Brings us to these guys. They don't know that you're resistant to poison, so they're not gonna not try. Let's see here. So this one next to you, Cronus, is going to reach out for his bag into his pouch for another bag of powder, and this one's gonna explode like that yellowish orange kind of toxic smoke when it hits the ground. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
19.
Pass, so you don't fall victim to that. This guy moves away a little bit from you. This guy is going to try to use his.
So real quick, if I can hit the guy, opportunity attack applies.
Are you? Yep, you're using a alarm right now. So yeah, you
Yes.
have opportunity attack. Absolutely. And you have Sentinel too, don't you?
Yes.
So that means if you hit him, he doesn't go anywhere. Okay, go for it.
27.
That is a hit for 14 points of damage, and he stays put. He'll then turn around and you'll see him pull out his blowgun. Doesn't know you're resistant to poison. He's gonna fire it at you. Oh shit, that's gonna hit for 26 critical. Where's the damage though? Damage isn't working right, so I'll just go ahead and pull from this one. Why is it only adding up plus? You don't add your proficiency to damage, that's why. Okay. So you'll take. Oh wait, let me roll double die. That was. Oh. You'll take 11 points of damage from that, and because you are within 5 feet of his ally, you'll take another 11. Or nope, sorry. Damage. You'll take another 19 points of sneak damage from that. So you'll take a total of 30 points of damage there. Piercing is the type. You won't roll poison because you can't become or wait, do you have to use an action to remove poison? Or you're just immune to it altogether?
I believe I'm just immune to it altogether.
Okay. One of them is like, I think it's frightened, where you could just use an action to
Yes.
guard it. Okay, so yeah, you're
Frightened and charmed, yeah.
Alright, so we don't have to do that con save then, and let me see here. If you're immune, you don't take any of the poison damage either, so I'm not gonna roll the poison damage. So yep, that's it for you. For that one, blowgun, the other guy used his paralytic powder. You succeeded that. That's gonna end their turn. Bring us to you, Lorna. What would you like to do? Row, did we lose Lorna?
I realize I'm muted. So I was saying, right, we're not killing this guy. So she's gonna run up there and she's going to attack the guy to the north.
Okay, the guy that was blowing the horn.
Yes.
Or this guy right here.
Yeah.
Got it.
Bonus action, she has to re-rage.
I will say, just for your own knowledge, the one below you is bloodied, as well as the one that blowing the horn before.
Oh. You know,
that as you wish, though.
She's gonna. This is my last rage of the day, you guys.
I thought, doesn't Lorna keep her rage?
No, I fell unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The one
You can have angry
stipulation.
dreams.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
if you all fall unconscious.
It
then only
specifically
lasts up to
says
a
if I
minute.
fall unconscious. Um.
I don't think we need it, but
Fuck it, no rage today. We're going to actually, if I do that, 30, so 25 feet is there. So I'm gonna actually go there first, seeing how bloody the guy is, and she's going to attack him first.
Go for it.
17?
That hits for 27,
Yes.
and he is dead.
just
Amazing.
drive-by slash him.
Pretty much.
She didn't even swing. She just ran with the sword extended and kept
Yeah.
going to their location.
She's going to continue that momentum and reckless attack this dude
Okay,
for 21.
that hits.
And I forgot to add the cosmic. That is 2d6 on that. Ooh, for another 8. So that's 37 points.
All right. You definitely see the purple and black clothes soak with a maroonish red color now.
Perfect. And bonus action, that's it.
All right. Salim, what would you like to do?
All
You hear
right.
the
So
horn blowing off. I will say, Salim, it's only been one round, so nothing quite yet for your eyes to see.
okay. So I move 25 feet down.
Okay.
Let's see. And then I shoot firebolt.
Okay. Now, if you want advantage because you were successfully stealth before, you have to shoot before you move.
Nope. I'm shooting right there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The horn's already been blown. It doesn't matter if we explode stuff.
Okay. Go for
So
it.
firebolt right there.
All right. You shoot your fire. Just go ahead and roll it, just in case you don't roll a natural one, or you roll a natural one. Firebolt's an attack spell, so you. Oh yeah, that's a hit.
20 do it.
Oh yeah. So you fire firebolt there. Let me get the range right. There's a stockpile of these, so this is gonna be pretty extensive. And as you do that, this whole corner of the fortress just explodes. The walls shoot splinters out into the forest, and everything in that area, tents, weapons, anything that was kind of remaining in the camp has just been completely blown up, and all you see is debris and in that area now. That is going to be difficult terrain in that region if you outside of the plant growth. So with or
I mean,
without.
technically, wouldn't the plant growth catch on fire?
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Yeah, but he's saying it's difficult because of all the
I know.
debris, not because.
I know,
of the
but I'm
plant.
I'm setting up the long game here now.
Oh, okay.
Now he doesn't worry about that plant growth. He can just go over there. Yes, you are right. The plant growth is demolished and burnt as well, clearing that patch of area over there.
Then I will dash to there,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
All right. All right.
And I say to Skyborg, you better run. Because that one down there's next.
You see the person that's bound and tied to the pole and kind of dripping blood from his face down onto the floor where he's standing. He kind of is definitely awake now from the horn and the massive explosion. He kind of squints his eyes at the blast and the heat hitting him in the face, and you see him kind of start to struggle and use what remaining energy he has to try to break free of his bonds. You see his kind of muscles kind of tighten and bulge as he tries to break free and eventually snaps free from the chains, leaving him kind of breathing heavily. He looks at his captors and you new visitors, but he seems menacing, looking at one of the Ashi members that Lorna and you, Cronus, are surrounding right now. He did use his action to break free of his bonds, so he is going to fly this way. So he's levitating off the ground about 15 feet off the ground.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
This area over here.
Yep.
That's where all that chemicals and everything blew up and made some weird cloudy area.
Mm-hmm.
Is that growing? It's just still there, or what?
It's just kind of dissipated over time and everything
Okay.
else. It's kind of floated off into the ether.
All right.
Yep. So that brings us back to the alchemist. The other two are, and he's actually gonna put his hands up, kind of asking you guys, to not kill him. He's pleading with you to let him and his friend go. He'll kind of drop some of his weapons and alchemical supplies on the ground. You'll see that he's dropping. Let's see, his inventory.
Can Callie insight that?
Yeah, definitely. You see him drop about 3 vials on the ground.
That'd be
You
a
haven't really
24.
seen these before, but yeah, 24. Yeah, he clearly seems like you guys are, like, at least until backup gets there, he's either gonna die or possibly let him run off into the woods. He definitely does not want to die, and he is surrendering. What would Callie like to do? That's his turn.
She is going to move another 30 feet this way, and she is going to cast Healing Word. Yes, there it is. Okay. You two need to stop. She's going to cast Healing Word at 3rd level on this dude, the captive.
Sorry. This guy?
No, the captive.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, no, she's not healing the.
It's like, I wasn't. He was very convincing, apparently.
Apparently.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. 10 points of healing.
That's it for a 3rd level? Oh, well, no, it's Healing Word, so yeah, no.
Okay.
That makes sense.
He's still a bloodied mess, but it seems to help a little bit.
But she will suggest to the group that let's lock them up and we'll deal with whatever's coming from the horn. And that will be her turn. So Cronus gets to decide what happens.
Shit.
Does that count as an action?
What's
Do
that?
what?
What he said he was going to do. Oh, I thought you said
Yeah.
you were going to take a shit.
Yeah, marking that I was there. Both of these dudes are like really blooded up, correct?
Let me double check. Yes, they both are.
With non-lethal force, I am going to hit this guy.
Okay, remind me, does non-lethal mean it's disadvantage, or what's the penalty to that?
There's no penalty, it's just saying we're not going to kill them outright.
Gotcha. Okay, go for it.
23.
That's a hit.
And I take it he's still good.
He is still good.
Alright, do it again.
31. He's not dead, but I'll just put an X on him. He is now unconscious, laying on the ground.
Then I will move up to this dude. Spend a key point, flurry of blows for 2 of them.
Okay.
Same thing, non-lethal.
Okay. All right, for 14. He's down. Okay. Anything else with your turn?
And then, real quick, which way did we come to here from the portal site?
Technically this direction, down here in the southeast corner.
Okay. I'm going to point to the southwest and yell to the captive guy that we're going to be escaping that way.
Which captive guy? They're both unconscious.
No, the
former
sand dude.
captive.
Dude
Okay.
that's blind.
Our frenemy.
He'll kind of grunt at you like, not before I get what I'm looking for.
The hell is that?
Something in that building that the 3 guys were running to.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Is that wrap up everyone's turn in combat? Does anyone else want to like attack or any of the guys?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, Raditz does. He aims his hand at one of the fallen guys that were keeping him prison, and you just see him with a sinister look and grin across his face.
Can Lorna stop him?
You may certainly try.
Yes, I will.
How would you like to try and stop it?
Lorna is going to fly over there, because he also still has to move very, very slowly through the spike growth.
He's
blind,
flying.
though.
He's flew, right. Yeah, no, she's going to push his hand up and out of the way from trying to hit this dude.
You're not really close to him to
Well, she'll
get-
fly over.
but you guys forgo your turn. You could possibly stand in front of his target if you are so bold.
I mean, that's basically so he's doing a ranged attack?
Yes.
Okay, so
See.
yeah, she'll move in front.
He fires at you then.
Well, fuck.
Does a 27 hit.
Does a 27 hit.
You'll take 19 points of radiant damage.
So she basically stood there. Fun.
He'll kind of make a frustrated look at you for jumping in front of him and his prey, and fire his other shot at the other person that's down by Cronus.
Motherfucker.
Critical. And this guy by Cronus is dead. He'll then make a snide remark. He's like, "Don't ever get in front of me and my target."
How about she's gonna fly up to him?
individuals deserve any kind of protection or mercy.
How about you be grateful that you're alive and that we saved you in time? Or would you rather just end your life now? Because we can go back and put you back on the post.
He's kind of. Go ahead and make a intimidation check.
I will gladly. And because I'm wearing my bracers,
Oh,
I'm
you
pretty
sneak.
sure I get advantage on
Double.
that.
Go for it.
Ignore the 10. I don't know. That's plus from Pass Without Trace.
21. Insight is wisdom, right?
Would be 27 because you got an advantage, right?
Actually, I think it would be straight, so it would be the 21 because I have disadvantage because I am exhausted one level.
He kind of scoffs at you, Lorna, but he lowers his arms. I don't know if you all are stupid to threaten a warrior of my stature, or if you're as good as you boast to be. Either way, I guess little gratitude is due for my rescue.
Yeah. Considering we're here and the portal is closed, you should be thanking us.
He looks at you, so that's why they all ran off like cockroaches.
Yes.
You went and shut down the rift. Something we were unsuccessful doing.
Exactly.
What? Why are you here on King Vegeta's islands?
I don't think that's any of your business right
Not
now.
with us.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So this little building that the guys were going to, is it like actually like I could step inside of it?
Yes. Unless you have anything else to say, he is definitely interested in going inside the building as well.
Lorna's going to
So-
keep him occupied.
Well, while Lorna is talking to him, I would step inside, and I'm going to take the Dragon Balls off my neck again and put them back in my bag of holding.
Okay. I will say at
So
the time too, Salim, you see off in the distance of where you were
I
going
was just gonna ask.
silhouettes of two dragon-like creatures flying your way.
So I whisper into the earring. There's two dragon-like creatures flying our way. They'll be here in about, I don't know, however many minutes.
About 2 minutes, most likely.
2 minutes.
Or no,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Or no. I'm sorry. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay. So which way are they coming from?
The southeast.
Straight southeast?
Yeah, this way.
Okay. So if we all get right about there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they fly across and get right about there, and somebody just happens to shoot a firebolt at this big purple square there, that might
And
take care of them.
that's assuming that they're going to be flying low enough for that
Yeah,
to happen.
well,
I just say
we
we
s-
burn the fort down
Yeah,
and
we
get
still
on
need
out
to
of
burn
here.
it down. So,
Okay.
head up. Which way you guys are moving?
I think
Let's do the
Skybore's down here on the wall, right?
Let's go ahead and search the tent real quick. I just didn't know if you, besides you communicated that the dragons are incoming. Cronus, go give me a perception check or investigation. I'm sorry, investigation. Just since you're like looting through belongings and stuff. You're
To be
good.
honest, I had no intention of looking for anything in here.
Sure.
It was only to get the necklace off before he realized that I had him on.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well then, never mind then.
does a passive perception catch anything fun?
No, you're gonna have to actually look through to try to find something of note in here. Did you say that whisper through the earrings, Salim, or
Yes.
okay?
I said there's 2 dragons on the way in. They're about 5 minutes out.
Yeah, I would have just relayed back. Just get ready to burn the fort down.
As Cronus kind of says that, he goes, "You're gonna have to let me go before they burn everything that I'm hoping to find here." And he just kind of walks past you, Lorna, unless you physically trying to stop him. And he's gonna start pulling things out of the tent, flipping things over, and start ripping it apart to try to find what he's looking for.
What are you looking for? Maybe we've seen it.
This is new information that I will only trust with King Vegeta once I make it back. But they've been talking about their fortress, and there's got to be some clues to match up to what I've heard them talk about over the past few days. And you see him just kind of pulling papers and scrolls, looking at it, examining it as quickly as he can, and then throwing it away, trying to find something. Go ahead,
You
Lauren.
have 2 minutes. Grab what you can and sort through it later.
He'll kind of open a few envelopes. He's just kind of, that's all he's focused on trying to find what he's looking for. Does anybody else want to do anything such as loot the camp or search the bodies or?
Yeah, I want to check out the alchemist.
Okay. So
you said he dropped a bunch of stuff.
He dropped 3 flasks, three alchemical potions. I'll go ahead and you'll find a potion, and I just have it written as a bursting potion, but you'll find a potion, an acid potion, a potion of fire, and also an acid potion or acid flask, however you want to refer to it, and 2 fire flasks. Let me
He wouldn't have any recipes on him or anything, would he?
maybe in his booth that kind of got destroyed. If you want to check the bodies, though, you could definitely try to look for more, masks that are salvageable, bombs that are on their persons individually, powders, all those things, if you guys wish to do so.
Is the booth, is all that powder cleared up now where I could go over there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's over there.
All right. I'm going to check that, and then I'll tell the other guys I'm going to blow this northwest corner in about a minute.
Okay. As he's going through
go ahead.
You see most of the area is pretty much ruined from all the chemicals and stuff kind of get blended together and messed up, but you are going to find between that and some of the bodies laying around, you are going to find some pouches. You're going to find 5 bags of sleeping powder, 3 bags of paralytic powder, and 3 bags of frightening powder. And I'll go ahead and put the beat here real quick. That's not whispering, is it? No. Okay.
Nope.
And no, that's not right. It should be. I don't know why the paralytic powder is not showing the same as the other ones, but it should be 10 feet of it.
I think we already have that in our general.
Do you? Okay.
I think you already sent that to us, but
okay,
that's fine.
So you'll find that amongst all the besides the addition to the flasks and the powders, you'll find that. And you know what? You will probably find a few bombs as well. Let me see how many bombs you find. You'll find 4 bombs as well that can be used. And I'll go ahead and just I don't know if I've shared this already in the past, but I'm just going to go reshare it.
Salim, if you don't mind, can I have the bombs?
Sure.
It's not a melee. It's not a actual attack. It's just throw it, and it's like an area effect attack. So you don't have to hit anything. Just throw it at an area that you want it to go off at. So, and there was 4 of those. Raditz finally gets through. He finds this kind of like book. It has the symbol of Shredder on it. He's looking through it, and you see as he's kind of flipping through the page real quick, a few leaflets kind of fall out of it. He picks them up, opens them, kind of scours over them like, this might be what it is or what I need, and he folds it back up and he sticks them back sticks the 3 pamphlets in his key. And looks back at you all. Time to head out.
1 second. I would grab the journal
Okay,
and pocket it,
sure.
and I will take the 4 bombs that I found, and I will stash them hidden away inside the tent.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Skybor is walking around the perimeter
Mm-hmm.
down here
Lorna will go with
Oh.
Skybor.
and start producing and use the produce flame cantrip
Okay.
around the edges as he goes, and pretty much is starting a big fire along inside the plant growth.
Okay. It's a pretty big area, and you guys are about to probably about a minute left before you guys are wanting to. You said 2 minutes before, unless
Yeah.
you guys are waiting longer. So you probably could get a few fires started. I'm sure the fire from the explosion, and if you guys plan to set off the other bombs, may also help with that.
Yeah, I'll
Mhm.
shoot another firebolt at this northwestern corner
All right.
of all the stuff stacked over there.
Okay. All right. So that area is difficult terrain, and this area, and they're all still kind of smoldering and burning after the initial explosion. And you see the fire is growing a little bit closer and closer to the tent as you're kind of describing, Cronus.
Mhm.
Um,
That's the plan.
And then
All
I'll
right.
tell everybody once we get to the southwest wall, I'll fire up the other southeast corner.
okay. So which
So
way
head
are you
on
guys
out.
heading? Are you guys heading back towards like the beach area, or back into the jungle at least to hide for a little bit?
Back to the jungle to
I-
hide.
Yeah, I would say we go southwest, because if we just go northwest, they're likely to just fly in that line.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay.
So
Raditz will follow after you guys as you guys start making your way. He's flying, so he's just gonna fly out right over the wall and into the woods as you guys are making your way there. Salim, I assume you get to once everyone's out of range, you
Once
fire.
everybody's over the wall, I'm gonna fire it up.
All right, and as you do that, it explodes, a huge blast again. And as you guys are making your way into the jungle and the tree line, you look back and you just see black smoke coming from the fortress that you just, raided and destroyed. You see the walls are no longer, now that there's 3 massive explosions. Even the what remains of the perimeter walls outside of the blast radius are no longer structurally sound, and some of them are even tilted or completely fallen over. This stronghold is just about as non-existent as it was before the Ashi got there. It's just now large amounts of ruin. As you guys escape into the jungle to the southwest, all together, minutes go by, and you can kind of you hear from a distance an additional explosion coming from the direction of the fort due to the bombs that you left behind. Hopefully, it caught a few people in the blast that returned, but you guys.
I was about to ask, did I get any random experience points out of this?
All the experience points.
Not that your group would be able to realize at the moment, but you guys do hear the explosion as you make your way into the thick of the jungle. It is getting to be pretty much morning time, so it is daylight out.
Yep.
It's not that much longer after the explosions that you just hear this horrendous kind of roar from the flying dragons as they are spitting fire all around the area in the near tree lines, trying to root out or try to identify those that had did this to the camp. These fires are now a decent distance away from where you guys are now that you've headed into the jungle.
As like once we got like 10 or so minutes out, I would have cast Pass Without Trace. So that way, if anyone was following us on foot, all of a sudden our tracks would just vanish.
Sure, sure. You guys, I would imagine, travel for quite a while, or is there anything that you guys want to do specifically in the jungle besides try to put some decent distance between you and the camp?
No, I think there isn't really much that we can do at this point. Other than just get out and make sure we stay alive for a night.
I'll say about an hour, hour and a half of running through the jungle, trying to get his way from the fortifications. You guys get to a certain area where you feel, or you can kind of take some sanctuary. You find a cave that is big enough for you all to kind of sneak into, and it's right underneath the overhang, so it's not immediately in any direct path line. That would give you kind of a nice little place to catch your breath if you guys wanted to stop here, or if you guys want to keep pressing forward to the coastline. Your flying ship is destroyed at the moment. It will come back in the evening if you summon it from the stars. But what would you guys like to do as you come upon this cave?
I think a short rest and gathering our bearings would be a good point. And maybe that's a good place for us to stop, and then we can determine what the path is next session.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But before we do that, is there anything anyone wants to do? Or
Did that guy join us as we're running through the jungle?
Yes, he did. He's with you in the cave at this moment. He's still pretty much a bloodied mess.
Okay.
Callie will do
What the
some
hell?
healing.
As we're running through the jungle, I'm
Oh,
gonna
you're about
use
to take a short rest too. Just
Yeah.
that's what you're doing.
Oh,
so.
yeah, no.
before we get to the overhang. As we're going along, I'm gonna use sleight of hand and see if I can pickpocket those things that he has.
Do you have flying capabilities? He's been.
Oh,
flying.
he's flying?
Yeah, he's flying.
Okay, never mind. I do
But
not.
if you'd like to try it while you're in the cave, you're welcome to try. How are you trying to approach him to have this opportunity granted to you?
Well, as we were running through the jungle, I was going to try to run alongside him and try, like stumble into him and stuff, but I have to think about it if we're in the cave. See what we're doing in the cave first.
Sure.
Maybe if Callie tries to heal him, will that like put him in a trance or something? Where he has to lay there or something? Maybe I'll try it then. We'll see. But that'll be for next time.
Okay.
I have to see what we're doing in the cave first.
Sure. All right. Well then, if there's nothing anyone would like to do, like immediate business, then I agree. Maybe this is a good spot to pause, and we'll come back here. Not next week. Let me double check. Not next week, but the week after.
Nope. Well, I'm not here.
Gotcha. You're out the 22nd,
Yes.
so you will miss out on the cave. Is there anything you want us to keep in mind for Lorna?
If this guy does any funny business, she will put him down. But that's
Okay.
about it.
Okay. He's definitely not giving off friendly vibes. You feel about as welcome as Vegeta made you feel when you
yeah.
came to his palace.
Yeah, no,
He
if
definitely looks down on you guys similarly to how Vegeta treated you.
if any funny business happens, she's going to not deal with it.
Sure. In case you guys do make it back to Vegeta's next session, is there anything you want us to keep in mind from Lorna's perspective? Because you were doing a pretty good diplomacy last time too.
She's gonna remind the people talking to, don't contradict what he says because he's a selfish son of a bitch who thinks so highly of himself.
Play to his ego.
Yeah, exactly. Play to his ego. Stroke his ego. Be nice like that. But, no. No thoughts yet.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's session, and we'll regroup in 2 weeks.
Okay.
See you.